We've had the truck towed to Foley. We're in Woody's backyard. I have just woken up. Look what I find. That's the deal. Looks like it's programmed to my VIN number. Looks like we're gonna need one of these. And one of these. Hey everybody. I'm about to show you how to change a computer in your car. Let's hope that it works. There's no guarantees that it works. But right before we get started, I accidentally came across the instructions, and the critical steps say, do not disconnect the battery before installation. Steady voltage is critical to a first startup. Well, when we were broken down, you know, we tried to start it over and over and over and over. Number 2, make sure the battery is fully charged and connections are solid and free of corrosion. Well, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I accidentally saw that before I just hooked it up after 3 days of sitting here dead. So I think before I do the repair, I'm gonna go hook up my charger here. We'll charge up our battery, and then we'll get a voltage reading, and then we'll make our repair. Here's where the computer is. See that red thing? And then right behind that red thingy, that's the computer. You see it? Stuck on a firewall there? Here's the new one. That's my new one. There's the old one. See it? So, I'm going to show you how simple it is to get that rascal out in a minute. But not till we have a fully charged battery. Here in a second we're going to check our voltage and see how that goes. Stay with us. Voltage 1180. That's no good. If you know anything about cars, under 12 volts, that engine's not gonna crank over. We better charge some more. $12.35. Looks pretty good. That's where it needs to be. Crank this engine over. Let's start our repair. Now let's take a look at this computer. 1, 2, 3. There, it likes my finger. 3 bolts corresponds to the 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. So that's the whole computer. Now these little plug here, these are plugged into the 3 holes. 1, 2, 3, and they plug into these. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to pull these 3 bolts out, and the unit will come right off in 10 seconds time. I'll put the new ones in, plug those plugs back in, and hopefully we'll get some juice. Let me show you what's going on with the car in the foist place, so we'll be able to know as soon as we turn the key. What happens when I crank the motor over is all the gauge lights come on. Now the odometer reading will start to blink and then change to no bus. It'll say no bus. There it goes blinking. See that? Now a second, you'll hear the gas pump light come on, no bus. And about a minute from now, all the gauges, all the lights will come on, and the empty fuel light will come on and everything. That's how I know the computer's not talking to the rest of the car, in case you're wondering. So anyway, we're hoping that that doesn't blink that way when I change out this computer. That's what we're up to. Hope I am explaining myself well. I got a 5/16. Ta-da! Here we go. For those of you timing me at home, give me the benefit of a couple extra seconds, would you? Alright, so I broke them all loose. Let's do it like this. Old school. It's always a good idea to not drop the screws into the engine block. One, two, three. As you can see, that wascal is loose as a goose on moose juice. The old computer. Ta-da! The new computer. Ta-da! They look identically, except for this one has a 9 and this one has a 10. 322 AC. 322 AC. They look like the right part. Alright. Now it's just a matter of whether or not I can line these rascals up. I guess while I'm doing all this and you're just watching, I can also tell you that if you go to a mechanic shop and they diagnose you with a bad computer, you will pay probably around $1,500 to do what I'm doing right now. I got a guy in Florida, car computers, I think is what it's called. Car computer guy. See what the guys at the mechanic shop will tell you is that this is a highly specialized part. It has to be programmed and installed by a professional. Well, it is programmed to your specific VIN number, and it is programmed to a particular mileage. My guy, $1,500 to do at a mechanic shop. My guy in Miami, who's got a lot of these computers laying around, he'll do it, program it to your VIN and to your mileage, and ship it to you overnight. Well, it took 2 days to get here for 380 bucks. 380 bucks. So it appears that the mechanic shop is making about $1,000 pure profit on it. 3-minute repairs. Anybody timing me? I don't know. I'm sure if you're going to watch this on YouTube, there's probably a counter at the bottom of the screen. It'll tell you exactly how long I've been twisting these nuts. I think it's probably not more than, you know, maybe 2 minutes. Okay, so the computer's plugged in. We're going to start plugging this rascal in. It's my car. I'm going to check our voltage right quick. Before I try and start up this battery. I got 1230 on the meter. So I shouldn't have any real difficulty with cranking amps here. Let's see what happens when I try and start this bad boy. Alright, everybody, keep your fingers crossed, because if this doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's see what happens when I got stuff all over the front seat here, so I can't even get in the truck. See what happens. Please don't blink. All the gauges came on. I didn't have a fuel gauge before. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a repaired vehicle. So now, if you're a good little boy, you'll get your car's maintenance log, and you'll log in 183,076 miles on your maintenance log. Oh, by the way, there's instructions say also to let the car run for 15 minutes. Here's another cool thing. My check engine light has been on for about 10,000 miles. It isn't on anymore. Go figure. Hey, it's been wonderful being with y'all and showing you how to change out a car computer. I don't do this for a living. This isn't my shtick. But don't take it to the cleaners by anybody. You can do it. You just saw me do it. Good day.